shot.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Yo, episode 27, it's your boy Boomy Truefield. I'm back in the building. I got another hard-hitting episode, man. Grammy nominated. The man with the plan, the man that's gonna get your music on track right all together. You know what I'm saying? You need that mix and master, man. You trying to be a star, man. Hey, I think I got a hard one today, man. Hey, shit, BigKang in the building, baby.
What's good, everyone? What's good? In the spot. Appreciate you having me out, man. I got the soundboard.
Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, man. Coming on the show, man. Cause shit, this is it's gonna be very exciting, man. Very different. I ain't say very different, but I mean, no, it's gonna be very different. Cause hey, you got a lot to tell. It's your story and everything. You know what I'm saying? So usually how this shit go on the pod, or at least for this pod, braggadocio. You know what I'm saying? We just get into who you are. You know, praise you a little bit, and you know what I'm saying. Just let the world know what you got to bring.
I mean, BigKang from Houston. Doing music since I was like 9, 11 years old, somewhere around 10, whatever. Messed with a bunch of instruments, love sound. My brother used to DJ. Got to college, met some cool, dope people that kind of sparked my interest more in music after sports and in high school and all that. And here we are. What's that? PV 2008. It's 2022, 14 years later. I'm just doing this every day. Yeah, man, producer, engineer, marketer, A&R, I do everything, bro. Like,
okay, so you multi-talented, you know what I mean? Producer, A&R,
yeah,
marketing. Yeah. Okay, did you go to school for marketing?
Yeah, actually, that's what I majored in at PV.
Oh, okay, you went to PV and went to marketing. What made you? What sparked interest in marketing?
Funny thing is, I didn't start out when I got to PV. I came in undecided.
Oh, undecided.
And then I went to computer science, and then I went to finance, and then what I realized was like I was just doing shit to like
just get the grades.
I guess like just be in school because my mom was like, go to school, figure it out in there, blah blah blah. I'm Nigerian, so they're real big on like education. So they didn't give a shit what I did. They just wanted me to do something with my mom.
Yeah, that's how my mom was. Yeah, just hey, go to school and just be something. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's cool, man. At least you had to talk motivation. People who had your back and everything.
Right.
So you just fell into marketing just because that was it.
One of my favorite professors at PV, when I was telling him like I kind of had like one of those moments where you want to switch your majors and shit in college. And I was a sophomore going into junior year, and I was just telling him like, I really don't know what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And he kind of just sat me down and was just like, well, what do you like? I'm talking about music, this and that. He's like, well, you might want to do marketing. And I was like, why? And he was like, there's nothing to do with engineering or producing. Like, I'm trying to learn. He was like, well, in the future you'll thank me because everybody needs help with marketing. People need to understand the fundamentals of, your strengths, your weaknesses, your threats, your opportunities. And if you can break that down for people consistently, you are a project manager. And you've seen that job title around. Mm-hmm. That's just project managing for artists. Everybody needs that. So I ran with it and I just learned all that fundamentals, learned the whole, the nerdy, booky shit about that stuff. But in the real world now, it's helpful. It's definitely helpful.
I'm not for sure because I know from so far I know marketing is that like a lot of businesses need marketing and stuff like that. So like, did you dive deep to like just learn about? Did you like when you went to class? Did you have to learn about like business marketing and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, we had to learn about like I said, like there's this thing called SWOT analysis, and that was like one of the most major things in like marketing classes. And then I learned about tidbits about like the early ages of like social media, branding, and those things that people look over and like was like daily assignments and projects was like using PDF, like making something look like using Canva, making something look pleasing to people to grasp them and pull them in. That's all marketing, bro. At the end of the day, you just like around in music, everybody just does content, right? But I had to edit videos in business school. I had to get on Photoshop. I had to do all that stuff.
Also, y'all was kind of like I'm an RTF major, so we was like ready to the film, and that's what we all did. So y'all kind of did like some of the stuff we did.
Yeah, we got to like the surface of it, but that's the thing with school. It's like they show you the surface, but you still got to go and
like dive deeper.
Go dive deeper and find your niche. But you got to learn a little bit of everything to bring it back to the marketing, because at the end of the day, it's all marketing is data. You know what I'm saying? And just how can you help a business look at their data and be like, what's working and what's not, what's bringing clicks and what's not. Like it was just those small fundamentals that they used to drill through different classes that pretty much just all added up. And I was like, oh, I mean, I didn't have to go to school for this, but I'm glad I at least majored in this, because PV is a big school and my network is my network, so most of the people I still work with or get a lot of business from either went to PV and dropped out, or they're alums, super alums or whatever. Like a lot of my
PV got a big community, especially in Houston, like big community.
And then even outside, like it's everywhere, bro. I didn't travel to Virginia before and said I went to Prairie View, and it's people out there from Prairie View that were like in the Navy or something. You know what I'm saying? Out there, and it's like Prairie View is like everywhere.
I'm not for sure because they're part of the aint system, and I know. I was like doing internships for like one business, and everybody went to Texas A&M. But like the only like they wanted me to go to Texas A&M, but they was like, if you go to PV, that's cool. Yeah. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, so PV's A&M system, and it's an HBCU.
And then it's y'all historical, right?
Yeah. So. Top 5 HBCUs in the land. It's documented. Like either from nursing school or engineering, business school, like
I know they don't put the nurses at all.
Yeah,
everybody gotta get A's.
My mom's a registered nurse, and she was helping. She know a lot of my homegirls that wanted to do nursing or did nursing, and my mom was like pretty much helping them with their clinicals and stuff like that. So big network, bro.
Not for sure. So your overall PV experience was pretty good. Like
yeah, bro, that was a movie. I wish I was able to record all that shit.
For sure. I know TSU was crazy. I know PV had to be wild because we used to drive out there for y'all little homecomings and everything.
Yeah,
the tent party and all that.
Yeah, bro, that's like legendary, every year things.
For sure. But with the marketing related back to music, had you used a lot of your marketing skills into the music nowadays with like TikTok, Instagram, and just
every day,
social media?
Every day.
Because
it's at the end of the day, this stuff is all data. So, I don't really, me personally, like as a creator, I don't really try to look at like who's liking what and blah blah blah. But I like to make content, put it out, see what's getting the attention of others and what's just content and what it is, and that helps me eliminate, okay, cool, I need to make content like this more, and I don't need to do this anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Also, you just be trying to do a lot of different things.
Yeah, and that's part of marketing, is because maybe I should do it again and have a more appealing video or text or whatnot. But that's part of marketing. It's like it's all one big ass like trial and error, but it's data.
And it's like psychology with it too, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of that, because marketing is all you want. You want somebody to see something and then be attached to it. Like, I need to figure out more of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like branding, brand awareness, things like that. Like we see it every day. Sprite, Coca-Cola,
I don't know, especially with the social media apps like TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah.
It's like a pool. I mean, like I don't know. It's weird because you can go in there for one thing and fuck around and lost time.
Yeah, bro. Like
I had to learn how to stay off of that shit.
Even me, I get caught up. I literally scroll on TikTok and look at like ways to grow my engagement, things like that. That's all marketing.
Right.
At the end of the day, like it's tips to learn new marketing. And the beauty with marketing is it's ever changing with what's going on in the world. And so as social media becomes normal to us, it's part of our marketing. As these apps come up, like we didn't have TikTok 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So now there's a bunch of studies of people taking their data and what works and what doesn't. That's pretty much taking their stuff and learning like, okay, how can I use this in my advantage? That's all marketing.
Yeah, it seems like just humans are trying to figure out how to hypnotize humans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to hypnotize each other through the social media platform.
In a sense, but it's part of it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do it. That's just human nature, bro.
I'm not for sure. So what about Twitter? For some reason, Twitter cannot hold my attention. I get on there and do my little thing, but I cannot like.
To be honest, Twitter is actually my favorite social media app.
Mm-hmm.
Only reason because it's like it's pretty much been around as long as MySpace and Facebook and stuff like that.
It's been around for a while.
It's been around for a while. And they've continued to integrate and stay afloat with these other bigger apps that keep coming.
Right.
But I think Twitter keeps my attention only because people drop their thoughts really quick, and then I can be about my business. I ain't gotta look at a bunch of videos and shit. It's thoughts, it's text, it's everything.
Yeah, because they incorporated all the other social media apps within it,
mm-hmm.
but it still keeps the originality.
Yeah. I mean, Twitter tried to do the whole stories with fleets.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
It didn't work out, but what did work out for them is taking the thing from Clubhouse.
Yeah, the spaces,
and that's blowing up. I got homies now who do interviews with artists in different states across the world
through spaces.
Oh, okay. And then they record the audio. That's a podcast.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit, like, we gotta use what we got, but at the same time, like, it's out here. Like, we got stuff to use.
Got something?
Nah, I'm looking for my phone. Oh, it's right here. Boom.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say.
Nah, it's cool. I haven't got a ring on my wrist.
Oh, that's all good. So going back into your we talked about the marketing for a little bit. Just the whole engineering, like, because you went to school for marketing, and now I know you from this engineering and just being in the studio. How did that all come together? How did that piece like fall into your life?
I try to tell this like different ways when people ask me. Not different ways, but I try to keep the same like kind of core thing.
Mm-hmm.
What really all sparked this was freshman year. My homies Tim Woods and Kirko Bangs.
Oh yeah, I know Tim Woods. Long dreads, right?
Long dreads, yeah.
He got the Asian wife.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to them. Shout out Woods family.
Yeah, beautiful family. Yeah, man.
Woods.
Sure. They've been out here rocking.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. I've been knowing him since pretty much college freshman year, and like I remember walking in his room, and he had the keyboard and all this shit, and he was like making music in his room. I was like, this is fire. I never been around people who were just creating like that.
Right.
So I was always messing with production for my other bro, Tramel, T. Kemp, and he's a producer too. And like, I only knew about the production side.
Right.
Engineering was all new to me from Kirko and Tim, and I was just watching them how they would make songs. I remember Kirko doing "What Your Name Is" in his room, like the references and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And like,
oh, that's the song that blew up. What song?
Yeah,
that was like the first one. Yeah.
And he originally he recorded it on like a webcam or some shit. Like it was like for YouTube, like just strictly like YouTube.
Yeah, I was in college when that happened.
Yeah, bro. Like
I was in high school.
08, bro. Kirk. If y'all see Kirko like dropping buckets on people, bro, I've been watching that nigga do that shit since 08. Like he knows how to hoop. Like, but he also was making music. He was trying to find that, what would work, and he was just doing it through that method, like just creating, making shit, dropping YouTube freestyles. And I was like, this is dope. As the years passed after freshman year, and I saw him blow up, and he pretty much dropped out of school and left and went to go be successful, and I got other homies like DJ Chose and them. Just everybody was just always in the studio doing stuff. I was like, yo, this is tight. I want to be around this more. I just watch people, intern. I just been around people, and then one day, I remember we drove from PV to a studio in Houston. Not with like Kirk on them, but some other homies. Shout out Freddie ING. We all went to some studio, bro. And this dude was trash, bro. Like I'm talking like horrible, and I could tell he was not putting his effort into the music, or he didn't know how to engineer. And I was like, nah, I gotta learn how to do this shit because.
Oh, y'all just went to engineering. He didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah, I mean, but he was talking a good game because he worked with some big artists, which was cool. But he probably didn't mix the joint. He probably recorded it and was
just sending stuff off.
And yeah, it was just trash though what he was doing with us, and I was just like, nah, this not gonna flow. And I wasn't even rapping or nothing. Like my homies just knew I understood sound, and I wouldn't know Yes Man. That's why everybody like if you know from like engineering, people fuck with me on that tough because it's not difficult for me to be like, yo, that's not it. Let's do it again, or like I don't like the song or what. And you're asking for my opinion. And as an engineer, bro, I have to hear this consistently.
Yeah, over and over again.
So, and if I can't enjoy it every time I hit play, like, yo, there's something wrong, let's fix this, let's do that. Like, I'm always, like, on that. But yeah, my homies I was like, bro, this is not it. Like, and I just, over the years, I lucked up and started, there was a studio off campus, and it was called The Connect. And then my big bro, Skrilla, he was really cold at Pro Tools. And so like after messing around with Logic and things like that, right before I graduated in 2012, he like just let me just sit in the studio and just learn from him how to use Pro Tools. And
hey, that's real.
Yeah, it's long, bro. Like I said, that was like the start of it. But when I got to Baron and all that, like I always use this reference from an anime. You remember on DBZ when they had the hyperbolic time chamber?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And they would go in there.
It's like a week, and then be coming out as a year.
Right.
I think it was like I think one day was like a week.
Yeah.
Something like that.
In the chamber.
Yeah. And
one day,
was
24
like
hours. 24 hours was like a month or something in the chamber, or like.
No, I mean 24 hours like a year. I'm tripping.
Yeah, like a year.
Cause it was the cell games. They all had to go in there. Like they were taking rotations.
So when I went to Baron, bro, what I learned at Baron, interning and actually being a staff engineer there from 2016. No, I was interning 2015. And then I stopped working at Baron 2020 when COVID hit. But I had already knew about the system.
Yeah, because I met you at Baron. That's when Cooper and them came around.
But I was always at Baron messing around, doing podcasts and all that. But I was an employee as well. So when I say those 5 years, 6 years, you know what I'm saying, just being around them, like what I would learn in 10 years, I learned in 5, you know what I'm saying? Because they're just a pro studio. Like, they had clients every day. Like, they still have clients every day. Like, they're one of the top-notch studios in the world, not just Texas, not just Houston, in the world. So, I was around people that were just better than me from day one.
So, it forced you to get better?
I mean, just for every day. Like, I'm in that bitch, just learning, going home, recording the homies, just learning. Like it's all practice. It's all 10,000 hour journey. And before you know it, people are like, "Oh nah, bro, I'm gonna book with you instead of whoever." You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like I was just like completely better than them. It was just that cool. I can vibe with you. You know how to record. You know how to mix. You know, you get my shit there. And if we need to tweak something and get a second ear, we can da 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 da.
You know, I think it's a communication aspect too. I think you know you being real, you was able to communicate to your clientele from what they need. Cause I'm pretty sure you was like directing artists on.
Yeah, bro, I do it all the time.
Yeah,
singing, arrangement. I help with.
Say that shit over again, all type of shit.
Yeah, I help with the whole aspect. Like I'm not just a dude who's gonna hit record because that little money don't mean nothing to me. But if something's really dope and I'm attached to it, 9 times out of 10, somebody's gonna use that as a reference and be like, "Hey, I heard a song you mixed for blah blah blah. I want to work. Like, I want to be sure I'm proud of what I helped in that space."
I'm not for sure. It's gonna come back to you. Nah, that's good. That's good. Let's get into this Grammy nomination. How this came about. I see that like you did like a whole reel on Instagram. I was like, what the hell? And like Two was so happy because he sent it in the group. I was like, whoa, shit.
Yeah, bro. So last year, while I'm still freelancing at this point. Last year, and I got a homie from out here. His name is Uncle Jumbo.
Uncle Jumbo, okay. Shout out to Uncle Jumbo.
Uncle Jumbo used to be part of this group called Rosewood Thieves, and the funny story is that Uncle Jumbo is Tim Wood's cousin.
Okay.
So I knew about Rosewood Thieves from Tim, and I used to just remember them opening up for Tim when he did his own showcases, and I guess he just remembered that I engineered, and he checked out some of our work and was like, yo, this dude's gotten better, blah, blah, blah. He hits me up out of the blue last year, March, and was just like, yo, what's up, BigKang? I need a song mix, and I didn't know anybody else who can get it in a deadline that I needed it in. And I was like, yo, bet, this is my rate, but if you need it faster than that, I'm gonna just charge you a little bit just so I can, make it a priority, and I put whatever else I'm working on and do this. The song wasn't crazy. It was actually like a song for kids because that's what he's transitioned to, trying to like make children's music.
Rosewood Thieves?
Nah, well, Uncle Jumbo.
Oh, Uncle Jumbo, okay.
Uncle Jumbo was part of Rosewood Thieves, but he kind of broke away. Not broke away, but maybe because of the image, he like rebranded into just himself.
Oh, okay.
As Uncle Jumbo. And then he just hit me up for a song to be mixed, not knowing that this song was going to be submitted to a project that was going to be, nominated for a Grammy. So last weekend, he hits me in an email just like, yo, just want to check up on you, bro. How you been doing, blah, blah, blah. I read the title, and it says 64 Grammy Awards. I'm just like, okay. I think like,
Well, you weren't thinking nothing of it.
I wasn't thinking nothing. I'm thinking like maybe, you know what I'm saying, like I should sign up for the Recording Academy. Maybe we didn't get nominated, but we can apply.
Yeah.
He's like, no, like the song was Grammy nominated, so you need to get your participation plaque. And I'm like, holy shit, I was like, fuck that plaque. I'm Grammy nominated. Like you can't even take that away from me. The supporting documents is there. We didn't win, but the magnitude of just being Grammy nominated, I had to break it down to myself. It's like 40,000 songs get uploaded every day from people, right? Randoms. Every day. So if you do the math, that's millions in a month. From that one song that I mixed, that was part of a project, was Grammy nominated. I mean, that song has to be reviewed by everybody who's on the project.
Yeah, so they really show your skill level too, because if you on there, it shows that like you kind of top tier.
Right. And
I mean, I ain't gonna say you kind of top tier, you are top tier because you made it to the nomination.
The song made it to the album. You know what I'm saying? There was like a plethora of songs. It was like maybe, I want to say 18 or 17 songs on that project, but I guess it was like a pool of songs that was submitted. So you gotta understand, like they had to listen to that. They had to agree that the song fit the sonics. It sounded great. It was mastered right, and I did all the mixing and the mastering for that. So yeah, shout out to Uncle Jumbo. Like he threw me an alley-oop. Like I said, we didn't win, but it's on my resume. So many people hit me up about it. I got OGs that just like, shit, I ain't even got a Grammy nomination. So you doing better than me. And I'm just like,
hey, that's a big accomplishment. You gotta be proud of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a Grammy nomination.
Yeah, bro.
And we gotta let people know how you can't be messing with them.
Well,
the price go up now.
Yeah, the price was already going up just from working on a lot of shit in the past 2 years by myself, not part of a studio, freelancing. I probably did more music by myself freelancing than I did when I was working at the studio.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all this kind of like organized and like it goes through like a funnel.
Yeah, bro. It was just, you need a song mix, pay me, give me files, boom, it's back. You need a revision, boom, it's back. Next song. Like I've been doing that.
And so you just working your ass off.
Yeah, I overdrive, bro. Like it was when COVID hit, I never stopped working. Like when we got furloughed and got laid off from the studio and all that shit, I already had a computer at home. I just had to buy some plugins and shit. I think the following week, my calendar was just full of like mixing. People were just hitting me with songs, and then as soon as the studios opened back up, when COVID kind of, people kind of like was just trying to get businesses rolling, it was like I was booked for like 3 months straight. Like people just hit me up like, yo, I need this, I need that. At one point I thought I was gonna need an assistant, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna just be organized, just keep myself organized. Sure. But it's still like that now, but with so much shit going on, people ain't got the budget for a lot of shit, and we got slower days now. But this gives me time to like venture into other shit with engineering and production.
I'm not for sure, because I know the engineering production thing is just a wide range. Because I looked into like the schools and stuff. Cause that's how I met you. I was like trying to get an internship and figure that stuff out. And I just looked at other schools. It's like more like movies, TV shows.
It's more like
all type of stuff.
Yeah, it's all over the place, bro. Like
yeah, I'm like engineer can take you real far if you just put your mind to it.
Yeah, because just like anything in audio, everybody has a niche. You know what I'm saying? Some people are really dope tracking and recording engineers. They're probably not the best mixers, but in that moment, they know how to keep a vibe with a client, and that client will never want to work with somebody else. They'll just be like, yeah, I just get somebody else to mix it, but I need you part of the process. You know? So I never look down on like people who just their specialty is recording, because over time they can become great mixing engineers if they just mix more.
I'm not for sure. I know it's like film and stuff. And film, like everybody got their set jobs and stuff. And just like even like a little people count. So like just don't think just because the guy holding the boom mic is not important. Everybody's important.
I just met somebody a couple months ago who I thought just he was just like a field recorder. He just recorded on the boom mics and shit. Come to find out, he's the main audio dude for like one of the biggest like video production companies in Houston. It's called Umbrella Theory, and they do a lot of like bigger budgeted videos. They did one for like Kinderman and Slim Thug and a bunch of other people. But yeah, like that shit he's just the audio dude for videos.
I'm not sure.
I tried to edit videos. I'm not saying I'm trashing it, but there's a science to editing like a commercial. It's not the same like editing a song.
Yeah, it's not the same like editing music videos and stuff.
Yeah,
they like different.
It's not the same.
Yeah, because like music is kind of like almost. I mean, doing music videos is almost like making beats. As long as you could just like, long as like the music is composed right, you can kind of just make different pockets and different things to make it look different ways.
Right,
you know what I mean? Even with and these commercials is, I mean, with the social media stuff going on now, we all damn shoot commercials at this point.
Right.
It's just about how you layer it. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's the whole thing with content creation. It's like
yeah, that's how we doing commercials up.
We literally doing small little commercials to make sure people can gravitate to our page and hit like, hit share, and you want to make sure your shit just populates to other people that might be interested in what you're posting. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all this is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The funnel.
Yeah, big funnel. So like any big inspirations in music that just kept you pushing on and kept you just had something to look for? Like was you studying like any like YouTube people, or was you studying like people at the just at the studio? Cause they say your boy showing you how to do Pro Tools, but like did you learn like any new plugins or anything? Like what helped you along the way just with that?
I mean,
besides like skill and just the basics.
Honestly, just what kept me going was that I was just learning that like this is like a forever journey. So you may think you're cold one year, and then you're gonna meet somebody who's like, okay, me, like I just got this Grammy nomination, right? I know somebody who's won like 30 Grammys. It's nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? So what keeps me going is that like this is a forever journey to find out about myself, but I'm using audio to like really bring out the best in people. And so honestly, just how I'm able to inspire people has always kept me going. Again, the homies, Tim Woods, Freddie, you know what I'm saying, my boy Verse, VRSE, Jamie Hancock, like it's just a lot of people that when I was doing music with them, just the stuff that we were able to do without really being the best, and people gravitate to us, and then we're inspiring people. That's kind of what keeps me going with it. And then like again, when I dropped that Grammy nomination, my DMs was flooded, bro, and like the amount of people that hit me up was like, yo, bro, this is so great, I'm so proud of you, bro, like da 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 da. This keeps me motivated to keep going. Like forget the nomination, but just seeing that other people are motivated, right? That's enough to keep me going. You know what I'm saying? So it's still happening as it did happen when I was learning. It's just like shit. For me to help somebody drop a project and then he's getting kind of like viewed, like he's getting exposure, right?
Yeah.
And people are like, yo, y'all should keep doing it. Y'all should. And then next thing you know, the people who are saying y'all should keep doing it, like this is dope, it's motivating me. That person becomes an artist. You know what I'm saying? Or wants to start doing something creatively in music, either being an engineer, producer, songwriter, whatever. It just when you're able to inspire and spark interest from your people around you and people who look up to you, I think that's enough for me. So
I'm not for sure. Man, like I said, you gotta be proud of your accomplishment. Everything you're doing, like, you know what I mean, you spent years on it.
Yeah.
And like what I can say when it comes to music, like it's really anything, but when it comes to music, especially because like that's what a lot of people into, you gotta have the work behind it and the years behind it, because everybody think they're gonna be
one hit wonder.
Not even the one hit wonder. People want to be Drake, but not putting the Drake work in.
Yeah, bro.
And people want to be one hit wonders, but not putting the one hit wonder work in. It's just like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it don't make sense, and you gotta have it make sense. You know what I'm saying? You can't be halfway in. You gotta be all the way in sometimes. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that you like just, you know what I mean? You just been going and going hard, and now you at a point where it's like, hey, I got this nomination. It's showing y'all my skill level. I am valued at this. You know, it's gonna keep going up. It's not about to be devalued. So that's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
I'm not for sure. What about artists in Houston? Like, how like you named a couple of like underground names, but any like, I guess, like curveballs like nobody probably just never thought of.
Oh, like just let y'all jam out here?
Like period.
I mean, man,
because it's a lot.
It's a lot, bro. Like, I mean, you got Dende, you got Lily Aviana, that's the homies. You got Uncle Tino, he's really dope.
I heard about Uncle Tino.
Oh yeah, he's fucking amazing. Yeah. Who else we got? Of course, like I said, Jamie, Freddie, Tim Woods. You got Johnny Psycho, he's cool. Johnny's on some like pop, dance, R&B, he does everything, but he's really creative.
Okay, he might blow right now. Drake and Beyonce guy.
Yeah, but he's been in that back, bro. We did a dance house album when I was still in Barron in like 2019. Yeah. But he was just starting out, you know what I'm saying? So he's been ahead of that curve. It just, he didn't know how to work it the way he wanted to. But now he got an idea of how he wants to do it. So. I
think they're trying to make this stuff come down to the South, cause like
that dance shit.
Yeah,
that's about to be here for a while.
Yeah, cause like it been popping like New York and all that stuff, Chicago and all that stuff, but like we never really had a house base down here. Like,
yeah,
they have like little clubs and stuff, but I've never like seen like artists enough to down from out here just like be just going crazy.
It's about to pop because there's some producers out here who literally that's all they do is like on that EDM dance kind of on that wave. And there are shows out here like that. I just think Houston is so big, you'd be like, damn, I never heard of that. But then on the other side of the spectrum,
it's been happening.
It's been happening.
I know the EDM stuff been happening.
Yeah, bro. And their shows be thick, bro. They rave thick, bro. It be packed. It's full houses. It'd be just DJs doing sets.
Yeah, I was thinking about that stuff like 2013, stuff like when Flocka was going crazy with the EDM.
Yeah, when Flocka was doing that, I remember seeing about shows him doing it in Houston, and I'm just like, why is this just not popping off? It's like, you know, that's music. That's the wave of music, bro. Like it just comes when somebody else does it on a major scale, like Drake, Beyonce. Everybody else will follow suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this is what everybody's checking for. And it's like, not in reality. That's not what it is. It's just it's been around.
Yeah, because like when K-Tronada had his like moments and stuff, it was always like subtle, like the last big thing I seen was like that Vice documentary. I was like, okay, like, hey, that's cool.
And he's been doing it forever.
Yeah, he's like the man.
Yeah, bro.
With that shit, so I'm like, okay.
Him, Calvin Harris, people like they've been on this shit. Fucking what's his name, DJ Zed or Zedd, like they've been on this shit. It's just, you know, some people, Zed and them are like they're basically Caucasian, so you know what I'm saying. They probably already in it.
Yeah, like the two was is it Daft Punk?
Daft Punk, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying EDM DJ, right?
Yeah, I mean, they've had they're more like alternative EDM, but you know how many producers have sat there and just like remixed their shit into dance music? It's been done. That's why.
Oh yeah, they did a Roddy Ricch song that was tough.
Right. Well, that's on.
Oh, that was Marshmello. My bad.
Marshmello. Oh yeah. With the helmet, yeah. But yeah, it's been out, bro. It just took it. You're gonna see like in 6 months, like when football season starts. There's gonna be a lot of music that's gonna be played on Sunday Night Football. It's fucking dance, dun, 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 like all that shit is gonna be.
I just want to see how long can it hold down South with it, because we always been different. And I just never seen like dance really just go crazy. Besides, remember ATL had the crunk and all that stuff going on, but that was like.
I think what's happening right now in a good perspective for everybody to check out. It's not like, yo, don't just sit up here and go make 30 dance songs and think you about to blow up, but think outside the box of what you do every day. So artists be like, man, I want to get better. I want to do this. Well, start working into other genres of music. You know what I'm saying? Some hip hop artists usually do straight hip hop, and they can slow the tempo down and get into some lo-fi shit, like, or
you fuck with the lo-fi shit?
Yeah, I'm a big lo-fi fan.
Okay, I'm a fan of lo-fi too. Mm-hmm. Like I had bought like a couple plugins for that shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm a big lo-fi fan.
Yeah,
I jam that more. I have to balance that shit because I don't like jamming too much hip hop. I actually jam way more R&B, soul than hip hop, but I have a balance of everything.
See, that's my thing with lo-fi though, because like on my SoundCloud, all my lo-fi stuff it's hard hip hop tracks, but they lo-fi'd out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I like the balance of it because it gives you a different feel. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to feel like I gotta go shoot somebody every time, bro. Sometimes I just want to hear some dope bars and nigga telling a story about his block or something. You know what I'm saying? That'll make me think of my old block or some shit. Like, well, I'm not like from the hood like that, but you know, my old neighborhood or some shit. Like that'll help me reminisce about shit like that.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Bad podcasting, but yeah. Do you how you feel about the hip hop scene with the gangster rap? You think they on the hunt for it, or they trying to bring it down? Cause like I see them introducing like house music like it ain't haven't been out, like it ain't existing, and now I'm seeing drill. They take a young thug away, got out there fighting for his life.
I think right now, what people are starting to understand and see is that like whether it be how you feel about gun violence and shit like that, like. The music is a type of influence to this because if you know music is all frequency based, so
that's what Ninth Wonder he did a tweet about that. He's like he don't like drill music because like you said the frequency is like murderous or some shit.
So like I'm real big on that. Like I said, I'm not no like regular ass engineer. I literally backtrack on this whole thing about this frequency thing, and all music right now, or 95% of music is made on 440 hertz. Frequency based, you know what I'm saying?
I heard about that.
Right? So 808s and all that shit, if it's used on a minor key, you know, minor keys sound more sad and demonic and whatever that dark feel.
Or major Travis Scott out thinking.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's like most of his stuff, ain't it?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of this stuff is switching back to like music gotta have some substance. If you notice, like J. Cole, Jid, Buddy, Westside Boogie, these people that are rapping about actual substance, Kendrick Lamar, these people that got substance, I don't say they're coming back, but you can tell hip hop is trying to keep them in the forefront now because look at 21 Savage. Like this what I want to say. Like 21 Savage came up with gangster rap, gangster shit, shoot 'em up, blah blah blah. But once he got arrested and all that shit kind of got real south for him, you see how he had to clean up his image. You see how he had to kind of find that he had to blur that line between being gangster with it and making commercial music. And so I think we're at a spot now in the industry where these labels and shit, they're starting to see like, all right, Young Thug is out, right? That's about to hurt 300's bag. No shows, no features, no nothing. So anything to not fuck up the bag, they're gonna start influencing people like, yo, we can't be just shoot 'em up, gang bang, boom, boom, boom. But independents can do that. But if you're a major, you're gonna have to have that substance.
I don't think the independents could, like, I mean, independent people could do that, but like, I feel like hip hop should have been, I think record labels should have been took that stance of like, you can't be gangster, bro. Just.
Man, these labels are just eating off these artists. So
like, they just loan companies, like, in a sense, but it just.
If these artists have been talking about shoot 'em up, gang bang, boom, 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 shit. Labels just like that. Let's just put a bag behind it. Unfortunately, but that's not their problem. Their thing is cool. He's got this. We're talking about marketing. He's got this reach. He's got this. Oh, this guy's got 1 million followers. Boom. We just need to put a bag behind him, and that 1 million followers, he's gonna be at Rolling Loud, blah, 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 and we're gonna get all that money back.
But this, yeah. But I just never understood. This is I don't understand. Like you do gangster rap to get out the hood, then get to a certain, then you get to this level, and then you study fighting in and out of jail and stuff like that, or you fighting just not to get killed by the ops. And I feel like it shouldn't be like that. If you here to make music, you here to make music. Why the hell you gotta watch your back and shit? Like, that shit crazy.
Look at YoungBoy, right? Went through all that shit, the shooting and all that. his label's Atlantic, and his label's letting him make that music, and they're putting that shit out. The moment he wanted to slow down talking about that shit, and he tried to make more commercial records, they're not fucking with it. They weren't fucking with it because it fucks up their plan of like, no, we need that music that appeals to your fan base, right? Mm-hmm. Fan base is a bunch of people who get on YouTube because a bunch of young boy fans are hood listening. People who are in the hood, they got internet, but they ain't got no damn Spotify and all this shit. Right. So yeah, it's shit that I've always peeped, and it's across the board, bro. Once you get to a certain point, they try to like not dumb you down, but like if this is what you came in with, you got to keep it going until I don't know, something major happened, like Young Dolph dying. So Key Glock was on that shit. Unfortunately, Young Dolph died. Key Glock has to kind of, he's still talking about that shit, but he has to be a little bit more sentimental with it because all the new songs he's talking about RP Dolph, RP my nigga, RP my.
Yeah, that's a real thing. When I say
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Crazy, but
you know what I'm saying. Like
I get it though.
It sucks, but that's how labels pride, and this is major labels and indie labels. So any artist or any creator out there, like really make music, and I say this to everybody now, make music with the intention of what your brand is. You know what I'm saying? Don't just make a song because it's beat hard and now you gotta figure it out, man. That shit gotta be part of your brand. And if you a gangster rap, it'll be what it is, bro. Just consequences. If that's the life you live, you know.
Yeah, you know, there's a couple artists like that ride that lane perfectly. Like they make music that match their brand, but it's like I feel like you see them in real life, you wouldn't perceive that they was like gangster. Like Zach Fox.
No, he's funny.
Whole Awful Records clique. Like they make various music. Like Father. Mm-hmm. He make various music. But like when you see him, you like, okay, it's not gonna be that gangster. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But when you hear the records, you're like, okay, it's like a balance.
Mm-hmm. My favorite artist that has that balance. I mean, like people don't know he was I don't know what he is now, what he does with that, but like had that gangster appeal, but never really talking about that shit is Wiz Khalifa.
Oh yeah.
You know? Hey, I'm not gonna put it what gang I know he's part of, but I just know he's in the gang, bro, and like they've been on that shit since he came out. But one of my favorite songs from him was Ink My Whole Body. Like this nigga talking about tattoos and shit. He knew coming in the game, I can't be being gangster ain't need to be glorified and shit. Like no, I'm a product of my environment, but the shit I want to rap about and present to my people was I'm this hippie ass cool gangster nigga who likes to chill, and then it became about cars and fine women and like he
same thing with Currency.
That's one of my other favorite artists. Like I don't know if he's in the gang or not, but my nigga's street for sure. I know that for sure. That nigga rides with somebody all the time that's pretty much is like, yo, if you try to like run up on Spitter, you got somebody that's gonna dump on you. Like, he's not pulling the trigger.
Yeah, it's cool to just be protected and stuff like that. But I like just the both two examples you gave. They always gave that it's a relaxing feel. To like, hey, if I met them in real life, I could chill with them, smoke them, and be safe. You know what I'm saying?
I've met both Spitter and Currency both at South by Southwest, just walking around and shit. Coolest niggas on earth, bro. Actually, when we met Wiz, he was still dating Amber Rose at that time. This is before they had the kid, and we seen him on 6th Street, and me and my homies had just pulled up to 6th Street and all that. We saw him walking with her, and he was outside smoking a joint, and we literally just ran up on him, chopped it up with him. He was cool as fuck. He didn't act like he was Hollywood or nothing. Answer questions, Ty Dolla $ign the same way.
Yeah, I think they brought that lane where, like, I feel like if you're not making gangster music or making like these super hard, like demonic records, then what you got to be? Yeah,
what you got to be so like, you know, I'm so hard and shit like that. Like, nah, Wiz was.
Like, I'm not saying don't watch your back, but it's like you're not that serious. Yeah. It's like run up on the dude that made Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Like you run up on him, like bro, come on.
Oh, bro, yeah, it's different.
Yeah, like you was being demon this whole time. Like, okay.
But yeah, it's cool. Like when you meet art, but there's also artists on the other side that I've had sessions with it. They're a product of their environment, you know.
Man, I met a couple.
It is what it is, bro. And they don't mean no harm, bro. It's just they don't know they don't know how to pull down that too hard gangster persona. Like that's just them when they move around. And
yeah, it's hard to try to change when you still move around with your whole environment.
Right.
Cause it's like being in a relationship, like it's like being in a relationship, right? You and the person might grow apart, and the people, I mean, you and them might not understand why y'all growing apart.
Right.
And the same thing, just like with this artist. At a certain point, you gotta distance yourself from like the hood, and it's not like you don't love them niggas, but it's just not gonna make sense after a while.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not gonna try to put all y'all in a position to win when I'm damn near. I'm trying to put myself in a position to win.
That's why when you see artists that be like, you know, I know you heard a lot of artists be like, oh yeah, I had to like, we not, that ain't my friend, or da 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 da, or I grew up past them, like I grew
yeah, Snoop Dogg said it like the best. You know what I'm saying? You gonna grow up past your friends, even some of your family members. You gonna go past, because it's like almost like Dragon Ball Z. To hit these different levels of Super Saiyan and beat Frieza and Majin Buu on them, you gotta be different.
Yeah,
it's not the same method.
Yeah, it's not like to fault them or anything, but sometimes you're just not the same with everybody, bro. And it's not faulting them. It don't mean like you hate them or you don't fuck with them. It's just you're not gonna catch me every day with them because they're just not part of the mission. They're not part of the.
I'm not for sure. I had to learn that stuff too. Just being adulting. Like I'm pretty sure you went through this stuff, like just trying to engineer and learn a skill. When you out here trying to learn a skill and perfect the skill and just be good at it, you gotta put some things to the side and you gotta distance yourself from some people. Because some people just wanna chill every day. Some people don't wanna. They don't wanna be motivated. And you looking like we talking and having these conversations saying that we wanna progress, but we all not trying to progress.
Bro, when I graduate, like this when I went to PV, I partied all the time, bro.
Right.
I got homies that I graduated from PV that still do Sunday fun day every weekend. Saturday they out, Friday they out. You can ask anybody you can ask Coop, anybody, Germ. I at one point, 2015, 2016, at one point, that shit was done. I don't go to clubs. I stopped going to the strip. I stopped hanging out with people that just smoked all day. I literally cut all that shit out, bro, because you're a product. You're gonna be, if all those people are doing the same shit, you just gonna end up doing that shit with them. And I was like, nah, I need to just be in the yo. I need to be around niggas who are in the yo. I need to be around niggas who are creative, blah, blah, blah. And it took a while, but now that's all I'm around. There's people that create. You're doing a podcast. 9 times out of 10, I'm just around somebody who's on some shit. I'm not just pulling up to your house just to smoke or mess with some bitches. Shit like that shit done. Like college, that shit ran out my system.
Yeah, I try to tell people. I said once you get at a certain point in life, you gotta get to the point where you just like it's not technically work, but you gotta keep working towards what you really want in life. Because at the end of the day, nobody gonna help you get it. You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta sacrifice.
I'm not for sure.
You gotta sacrifice. And sacrifice could be time. Sacrifice could be effort. Pleasing others and shit. Like you gotta sacrifice for you. And it got to a point where I was doing shit for free, right? Then I got better and better.
And we all went through that phase, huh? We almost went through that phase.
What?
Just doing shit for free.
I mean, everybody has to. I mean,
bro, I had to start that shit. I'm like, man, fuck this.
To get experience, like I said, Tim and them, like to get experience and learn how to record better. I was recording for free.
I'm not for sure. I understand that.
But now, I love Tim. That's my bro. But if we go to the studio, you gotta pay me something.
Yeah,
something
gotta come out of it. I feel
I charge everybody, unless the only way I don't charge people is if they got some kind of barter system where it makes sense where I don't have to hit you with the upfront fee.
Charge you that PS5 for like
$5 hours. I just did something with my homeboy Stoppa. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Yappa. He gets sync placements, right? So I'm like, shit. If I mix a song,
for like TV shows though.
Yeah. If I mix a song, which he's got plenty of sync placements. He's actually put me on most game of sync placements of like close, people I work with.
Right.
And 2%, 5% on the record, like my nigga, that's sync placements pay, bro. They drop the bag.
Yeah, it's like you playing that mother like stocks, 2%, 5%, so it adds up after a while.
Yeah. Right, I know homies who've done sync placements and mixed a song. They've gotten like 2 or 3 points, bro.
Are sync placements like for life?
Forever, as long, or they have exclusives, and then they have like your temporaries or like your what do they call them, leasing, right? So leasing, they might have it for a few years, or it might be a Netflix show. Shit, as long as this show's on Netflix every year, every 6 months, every whatever, you'll get a check.
Okay, that's good.
That's that. But exclusive, that's forever. So these people that are like songwriters and shit like that, this is why it's so important for people to have their paperwork done, because you might be a songwriter. The McDonald's jingle, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Put the talking about, yeah.
All right, he didn't have his paperwork right. He missed out.
I thought he said he had it right.
Now he has it right. He got a big upfront when he did it.
Oh, so he got paid out.
He got paid out. He probably got hit up, 100K, whatever, right? But my nigga, he should still be making money to this day off of that. Right. Just a few words. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. He should still be getting paid to this day, but he doesn't have his paperwork right. So that's why he made the thing with Arby's, because now he's their spokesperson.
Makes sense. That makes sense. Cause I know Trinidad James did the same thing with something. I forgot what it was, but Trinidad James, I think him and Bruno Mars had something going on.
Okay. He helped Bruno with one of those songs. One of those Bruno songs.
Yeah, one of the popular songs. I know.
All right. He was one of the writers. When All Gold, he used a sample from All Gold Everything.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Right. Bruno credited him. That song's in commercials. That song's in fucking NFL. That's what Trinidad James still gets a check to this day for that. Look at, if you go check out Trinidad James shit, he's not lacking, bro. He's always in the studio. He still drops shit when he wants. He's just independent. Or I think he has like an independent deal with like a label or something, like distribution, but he's not lacking, bro.
Oh yeah, not lacking.
His paperwork was golden from the beginning.
Yeah, I watched him go through the struggle. Like Trinidad James, like it's weird. I watched him go through a lot of hurdles and struggles and stuff. Like, cause he was trying to start a label at one part. Like after, like his wave died and like it was weird. But I don't know, that's one of the things I was like mindlessly into. But I feel like artists should actually be trying to achieve that more, like sync placements, movies, TV shows, commercials and stuff like that. Not just, I mean, albums and singles and stuff is cool and stuff. Like you should be doing that, but you should be expanding your horizon. Right. I know, cause I know a lot of local artists stuff. They don't know that you could just go do commercials and TV shows and stuff, and you don't gotta be sitting here doing like albums and albums. That's not what you really want to do.
But like so many artists, and this is the whole be a student of the game, learning the ins and outs. Like if artists understood, like nobody wants to jam. Like I'm just saying this right now to whoever listening, bro. Nobody wants to jam if they don't know you. Nobody wants to jam 10 songs, right? And it's not because they don't want to, they don't know you. So why don't you go the other route and you're saying, oh, I need this, I need money, I need this. Sync placements, you ain't even got to drop the song. The song just needs to fit the description and the vibe of whatever the music supervisor is looking for.
Oh no, for sure. I don't know if you thought that your name Juicy Fruit. She did the she does the intro for P Valley.
Okay, yeah. I don't know who Juicy Fruit is. Yeah. But I know a whole bunch of people that just got fucking sync placements from P Valley.
Oh really? So new ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ken the Man was on there.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched.
Cincy Molly's from Dallas. She had a song on there with Lil Brooke.
Okay. This recently?
This on the new season.
I ain't been watching, bro.
Yeah, this on the new season. I don't even watch it. I just pay attention to that kind of shit, like the sync placements and the music placements. Okay. In these popular shows. There's so many. My homeboy Stopper just got put in another show on Netflix, right? I don't even know the name of the song.
What is Stopper doing? This is the same dude talking about they had sync placements that song?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, so he just clearly making music for sync placements.
No, he makes music. He's an all-around artist. You know, he makes music. He drops shit too, but you gotta understand, bro. Like music has to be made with an intent, right? Intentional music. So the song he just dropped is more heavy based for clubs. I don't know if you've seen this tweet. DJ Mr. Rogers is like, yo, y'all niggas out here are making more kickback music than club music. The Larry Jones, the whatever. Like, that shit can be played at kickbacks, but not in the club. So my homeboy Stop was like, well, bad, I'm finna drop this club record. He been had this done. He just dropped it, and it's a song that could be ran in the club, whether strip club, whether fucking, you know, we got like this locker room and all this shit, bro. And they can play it anywhere.
Football games. Shit.
Football games, they can play it anywhere. It has that energy for that. And so it's like he made music with intent. So he's been doing it for a while. I met Stopper. Well, I didn't meet him, but the first time I seen Stopper, he was opening up for Dom Kennedy back in like 2014. So like it's all intent, bro. Mm-hmm. It's all intentional. Like if you're not making music like that, I don't want to say you're wasting your time, but you're wasting time in, if your goal is to be famous or be that, like you're gonna have to spend money in this shit. But if you're really good at it and you don't want to keep dropping music and it falls on deaf ears, I would say slow down on dropping music and learn about sync placements and become a songwriter, or write a verse for a song that can be placed in ESPN or something, or whatnot. Yeah. I don't know if you ever heard of Buddy Rowe. That was another artist out here that's really dope. So Buddy Rowe was in the new 2K. He's in that game.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? Buddy Rowe's on that shit.
New 2K for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like sync placements work, and I know bro's getting a check because he's not complaining.
So like, what's the what would be the proper route of getting sync placements? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people like, they brains about to start going now. I know my brain going. It's like, how would I go to approach a sync placement? Where would I go find it? It's like a website or something? Or
there's
like,
websites.
Oh, there's websites?
There's plenty of sync placements. So sync placements can come from movies, commercials, YouTube ads, YouTubers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, doing music like stuff on YouTube?
Yeah, bro. You know, like people need music to put in their background.
Yeah.
They might go somewhere to like license your music, bro, and it could be a lease. It's where they pay like $50 here, but you pay $50 50 times. You do the math, bro. That song's not even out, bro. You just probably made like a little lo-fi beat that somebody wants to use in their background. Twitch is another spot where you can't use commercial music, right? Where shit gets flagged. Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's called Stream Beat, I want to say. If not, but I got a list of different music libraries. The best thing is to just find out what they're looking for, and if you make those kind of beats or production or whatnot or songs, submit. Just submit. Have your paperwork, have your publishing together, have all that shit right. You can eat, bro. I've seen it with my own two eyes, bro. It's just, we think further past that. Like, we think people still want to listen to albums and mixtapes, which they do, but nah, bro. You're better off dropping singles, you know what I'm saying, and working a single than dropping an album and being mad that somebody didn't listen to 10 songs when you could have dropped those 10 songs through the span of a year.
Yeah. And it's another thing, like, I'm weird. A lot of music hits me in different in ways. Mm-hmm. And when I say different ways, like P-Valley, the same. When that intro came out, for like when the show came on, like, if I listened to it by myself, it probably would never just. I'll probably go back. Okay, it's cool now. I've been in. Right. Once you hear it like one time, two times, like, oh, this is pretty catchy. Same thing like I like King of the Hill.
Okay, that's my shit. That's one of my favorite shows.
The intro is like it's corny, but it's like. If you don't cut that shit, boy, hit the mute button. Anywho, he threw me off. You getting fired. You getting fired, man. But yeah, music hit me in different ways, in different aspects, like video games and stuff. I always been wondering, wondering stuff like that, like how to get them like in video games and stuff like that. Cause I know video games they be doing like big productions sometimes for like the whole game.
All right, so like you just said about video games, right?
Right.
And we're just talking about Twitch. Mm-hmm. There are so many fucking gamers that get on Twitch that will need music that they can run in the background, right?
Right.
I got a homie who makes nothing but lo-fi beats. He literally makes about...
YouTube can't catch lo-fi beats, huh?
Huh?
YouTube can't catch lo-fi beats.
No, bro, they have one of the biggest, longest playlists of lo-fi beats. They want that shit.
Oh, okay. Now, I know YouTube be shutting down like certain shit, so I was like...
They shut down samples and shit, but like lo-fi, you can get away with lo-fi.
Because it's so distorted. And
yeah, you pretty much damage that audio to make it sound old and just,
yeah,
and low fidelity. But like, bro, my homie, he just does lo-fi beats, and he's got a bunch of Twitch streamers who pretty much like who use leasing for his shit. Mm-hmm. He makes like 3-5 racks without lifting his finger, because that music is part of a music library that people are always just going to. So again, you just gotta think outside the box and shit at times, bro.
So like a quick hit. Before I even get this, I'm trying to drag this out real quick. Not drag it out. I'm trying to do something real quick. But for newer artists, what should be in their toolbox of tools they need to be successful in this music production game?
So currently, if artists want to make it in music currently, you need to not only be just an artist now. That shit is dead. Artists now,
damn, that's great.
That shit is dead. You just can't be really cold at writing bars. Artists gotta have a brand now. If you look at social media, the people who are getting up and coming up, they have a brand. You know what I'm saying? Money Man, his brand is like crypto and, that blockchain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy how you took that, right?
That's his brand, bro.
But real quick. Yeah, that was a brand.
Mm-hmm.
That's a brand name.
Yeah.
Yeah, crack in the 80s.
Yeah. That's
I ain't gonna smoke crack, but
no, me
in
neither.
the 80s.
But yeah. but like even all this shit, bro, it's like artists gotta know how to edit shit. Artists gotta know how to somewhat do their business by themselves. Like artists have to learn a lot of shit by themselves. So be multifaceted, be a jack of all trades. Like learn as much as you can. Like niggas like Russ, people be like, oh, I want to be like Russ. I want to drop a song a week.
People told you that? I ain't never heard anybody say that. Like Russ.
Well, people want to have the work ethic like Russ.
Yeah.
They want to be able to drop a song whenever they
talk that shit.
But people don't understand Russ. He didn't wait for niggas to teach him how to engineer and shit. He learned that shit on his own, and it's benefiting him now. So when he wants to drop a song, he can drop it. He don't even gotta go send that shit for mixing. He know how to get a nice, decent mix going, and he has money to go pay maybe not a world-class Grammy engineer like Jason Joshua. He can go pay a nigga on engineers or something. Like, yo, I just need this shit to sound good. But Russ know how to engineer. He know how to produce. He know how to songwrite. He know how to do all his business. He know how to edit videos. He know how to do all that shit. And he just posts content consistently. If you're not posting content as an artist, if you're not posting content consistently, you're losing.
So if you don't got your stuff on the schedule, you're losing.
You're losing. And you don't have to be like part of like the algorithm and post every day and shit. But as an artist, bro, this whole drop my project and never post about it again, you're only doing yourself a disservice, because social media, bro, people are seeing so much shit every day. Some people are
They're not going back.
Some people are gonna skim over that shit, but maybe the third post of you promoting a song off your project or this EP, they'll finally press play on it and then double back and look. So you gotta be posting consistently. You gotta be creative. So artists just gotta be jack of all trades.
Yeah, and be open to new avenues. So
and yeah, that too, bro.
Yeah, 'cause I remember when 6ix9ine split the game on the YouTube stuff. I started seeing artists just everybody doing YouTube music video ads. I said, this is crazy.
I mean, DDG been on that shit.
Yeah, but like, see, he in the YouTube world.
So he been new, right?
Yeah, he been new, but like when after 6ix9ine did like did what he did and like told people like he was just running YouTube ads. Like I just started seeing a flood of that shit happen from like all artists. Now like I get on YouTube, I can't skip an ad without it being a music video.
Yeah.
Like the fuck.
But you understand, like YouTube ads work. It's part of marketing. Like
right.
You dropping music thinking that your immediate circle of people are that's it. Like you're doing yourself a disservice.
They don't even like you like that.
Yeah, hey.
They really not your friends.
I be seeing this meme post, bro, and it's kind of real, bro. 50%. What's this like? 50% are hating. No, 50% aren't even watching. 40% are probably hating. The 10 are actually supporting. That shit is real, bro. There's a lot of people that just, if I post something, like the Grammy nomination, bro, it's literally niggas that have known me since I started doing music that they couldn't even muster to say thank you. Like it would fuck them up. Like it would fuck they morale up. You know what I'm saying?
It's like saying, for me, with social media, I don't know for thank you, but or repost or share. You know, now you can see like
repost, bro. Like I said, repost, share, like, it's some way to show that, but it's literally niggas that have known me that scroll by it.
It don't cost shit to show love.
You get what I'm saying? They scroll by it. They knew it's up there and they don't want to hit like or nothing. And I'm not saying, like me personally, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I just be peeping because it's very easy for me to show love to people with nothing in return. So, yeah, I got homies that, like one of my favorite engineers, bro, is one of my homies, Dylan, Chef Dillo, bro. And he's Scott Storch's personal engineer now.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
The white dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he went like broke and came back.
Yeah, he's Scott Storch's personal engineer now. So, like, when I say, I've seen bro work with Manny Fresh, YG, all these people, I'm always congratulating bro. It never takes away nothing from me, but the moment I showed him that I got a Grammy nod, this nigga is like more happy than me. You know what I'm saying? So iron sharpens iron, but you will see niggas that it's hating. To me, it's hating, bro, because I can support this person forever, but the moment something big pop up, it's like,
Yeah, I think some people don't know how to process this stuff either. Like,
yeah, bro.
Like mentally, you know, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel like black folks, we just kind of fucked up sometimes in this certain aspects. So sometimes it's just like they want to show love, but they don't know how to show love. Like, bro, this is simple.
I'm thankful. My mom's put me like, my mom's raised me like different than most people. So
right,
it ain't shit for me to say thank you or appreciate somebody or just give like just say yeah that's props, bro. Like, cause I'm motivated by people. I don't hate people, bro. When I was seeing all my niggas billboards and I got niggas mixing for this person, I didn't like get distraught or discouraged or nothing. I got motivated. So I don't know what other people be on, bro, but that's the inner demons they battling.
I'm not for sure, man. Just stuff you just can't control. But nah, as long as you just push it through in progress, that's all that really matters and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just now it's like you said that all the artists gotta artists come in the game, be multi-verse, just multi-talented. Like,
yeah, because
being vocals is just one aspect. You gotta know it all.
Because at this point, just where social media is, just if you're not paying attention, bro, like you are a brand. You're no longer just an artist. Everything is brand heavy now.
Yeah, you heard they said about like SoundCloud, right? I ain't gonna say, I don't know if it's a part of SoundCloud or it's just something they was just saying, but they said they got algorithms now.
Yeah, they probably do.
They got algorithms now to where like I don't even think it's a person, but they can just tell that like if you gonna be a hot artist, like it's a system out there that's like, hey, he climbing the charts, and when I use that as like more of that, like if you're not putting the work in yourself and like actually just overlooking it and going hard at it, you might not be even being seen by what you trying to reach.
Yeah, you're not maximizing your reach, basically. Yeah. And posting your music is the bare minimum. Like I said, 40,000 songs a day get uploaded to DSPs. What do you think SoundCloud looks like? It's free. So that's probably way more songs uploaded every day. So anyway,
SoundCloud probably dumb flooded at this point.
So anybody can upload a song to SoundCloud, but are you promoting it? You got some ads behind it. You got a video.
Are you doing the little special stuff they telling you to do? Because they be having all the little Spotify, SoundCloud, always got like extra little stuff like do this. You could be featured. But people be like, oh, I ain't got the money for that, this and that. But the same people who say that shit be the ones. Jay's on their feet, Shane's got the Beamer, this and that, which is cool, bro. I'm like, I tell people, bro, I'm not trying to pocket watch, bro, but if you say you ain't got it, but you got all this shit, my nigga, you just gotta shift your finances a little bit, bro, because how bad do you want it? Yeah, this is all about sacrifice. Some people don't want to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people just get comfortable like where they at and don't want to push forward. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go in out of debt sometimes just to get where you need to go get.
Shit, man. A lot of producers I know, like I just saw my homeboy Dylan. My homeboy Dylan was homeless for a long time, bro. Even while he was engineering for like Manny Fresh, he was homeless and shit. He was sleeping in his whip. He ain't homeless now. This motherfucker's living in Miami now. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go through that. How bad do you want it? Type shit. And it over time, you see it. You'll know who putting in the work and who just just bullshit and like and if you're in the same spot and you see somebody else going up, like you can't hate on them, bro. Like they're just putting in the work. They're working harder than you. They're outworking you.
Yeah.
That's it.
And like Boosie said like some fly shit one time. He's like, man, he's like he don't hate on nobody, cause it's like everybody got their time to shine, and that's true. Like you know, one day is you, next day might be two, next day might be cool, next day might be Jerns. Everybody get their time to shine, but you just gotta be patient.
I fuck with Boosie, man. I fuck with Boosie. People be trying to talk down on him, but like like Trouble just died, right?
Right.
And like people don't know, like Boosie was a crazy fan of Trouble, bro. And like he supported Trouble like he known this nigga his whole life. He only been knowing Trouble for like maybe 5 years, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like
I think he said at the funeral he was crying and shit.
Bro, but even when Trub dropped like Edgewood and all that shit, this nigga Boosie was like endorsing that shit, bro. So
they're like that one of his artists.
Yeah, and he wasn't his artist, bro. He just showed love. Like that's why I'm like, it's not hard to show love, bro. He didn't even know Trub wasn't even big yet. Trub was a fresh signee for Eardrums with Mike Will.
Yeah, and you can still say he wasn't like that big. You know what I'm saying?
He just had Mike Will. Like he wasn't probably making like millions, but Trub learned the industry and like he probably was, making a couple hundred racks here and there, but he's not a millionaire.
Yeah, I feel like the people in Atlanta, Baby sharing game, we took like on some just share.
Yeah,
like, yeah. But no, Houston's kind of weird. They be acting weird right here.
Yeah, I got a homie out there in Atlanta who engineered some stuff for Erica Banks.
Yeah.
And like he tells me the same thing. He's like, yo, Atlanta's dope. People sharing all that. But he's like, yo, but niggas be hating out here too. It's everywhere, bro.
So, yeah, I mean it's hate everywhere.
It's hate everywhere.
But cause I'm not saying trying to give Atlanta the praise because like it's like always the narrative you hear like podcasts and stuff like that. Like it seems like on the outside it looked like they have some good communication.
Yeah, from outside.
Yeah, but the dark web of the YouTube, they is trying to murk each other and do all type of shit. I'm like, oh shit.
But I will say this about Atlanta: they got infrastructure, man.
Yeah.
So Houston, we got artists, but artists ain't got no spots to like perform their music consistently. Credible, I don't know, like A&Rs and music supervisors and shit like that. We got them here, but we don't. To be fourth largest metropolitan in the nation, that's pitiful that we not like standing up with like LA and New York and all these other cities.
Yeah, the weird thing about it is, I mean, not Houston specifically, but like in Austin, they like took over like the tech shit and stuff like that. So it's kind of weird that like in the South, like because the South's already perceived that we slow and shit like this and that, but we got the whole Silicon Valley moving down here now and shit.
Yeah, bro.
And even with the movies and shit, they like gang that shit.
Have you heard of the Ion?
No.
The Ion is about to be a tech hub, like in a smack dab in the middle of Fifth Ward. You know what I'm saying? So like,
it's crazy about Fifth Ward. They've been like, I don't want to call it it's gentrification. It's gentrification.
It's gentrification going on.
But they've been like upgrading them fast for some reason. I don't know if they trying to. I mean, they can't beat Third Ward because the crazy thing about Third Ward is like JX High School. It's the only high school in America that sits between two major colleges. Right. So the shit is crazy. So like,
JX ain't never going out the way.
Nah, that's historical.
But like, it's out here, bro. Like, it's the innovation of tech and things like that. It's out here, but it's not in a. It's in Houston's like they call it 10-year plan, 20-year plan, and all that.
Oh, we got a plan?
Yeah. What?
Okay, I'm gonna say you sound like you going to the politic meetings. Like mix me up.
Now my homies at like that did Reading with the Rapper with.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Reading with the Rapper, like the founders, Jaron and Doug, they put me on game about that, like because they the one that introduced me to the Ion. We did an event there, and I didn't even know that existed, and then they put the history behind it. The Ion is this big ass building that has a bunch of rooms and they do like tech innovation. They got one room building robots and shit, all kinds of shit, bro.
Oh, okay.
And it's like nobody knows about it because it's in the smack dab of the hood.
Yeah, that same thing back in Fifth Ward. They got the black movie theater.
Yeah, the black movie theater.
Yeah. Nobody talks about their relationship like in college or high school. They might tell you about it.
This stuff is out here, but it's not gonna be presented in our face yet until the gentrification is done. Then they got commercials. Then they're gonna be paying for their ads. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's gonna happen. And eventually, when you see it, you're like, damn, I had a podcast about this, and this motherfucker just said that. I wouldn't be surprised in the next year or two, we'll start seeing ads about the Ion just float on your IG.
I'm pretty sure because like even when you look out the window here, everything is getting like they building more apartments. Everything just getting taken over. It's more duplexes. The city changing fast. Yeah. It's like wow.
Because they're getting ready for the major tech like overflow.
Tech rush.
Like you just said, Austin.
Yeah.
When I last time I went to Austin, I passed by the space that Elon Musk had bought.
Oh yeah, Tesla, the big ass like
area. Right next to Tesla. It's gonna be a big ass like area for like tech industry like hubs, like you know, different small companies that have like their tech offices and shit. So I'm just like, yeah, we're getting ready for it because what's the drive from Houston to Austin? People,
3 hours, it ain't shit.
People might make that commute, you know what I'm saying, just to go get the bag if they're getting paid 100K or 200K. What's 3 hours, man? Shit, I'll go to Houston for a week, come back, kick it with my family, or they reside here in Austin or they're in Austin and buy a crib in Houston. Like
I got a homie do that right now. They go to they work in San Antonio, but they live in Houston, so they stay in San Antonio for a week, then come back to Houston on the weekend. Like that's crazy.
Yep. Like people get into it, bro. The bags are out here, but you know, just what are you trying to do?
Oh, you shit gotta get it somehow, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So many so much stuff going on in Houston. I'm just even 50 Cent. He down here. He trying to build a movie studio.
50 Cent out here. Bow Wow's about to pull up out here.
Oh yeah, Bow Wow said he's gonna live out, but I don't think Bow Wow should come.
Nah, man. I mean, I don't know what he's gonna do out here, and I ain't gonna like shit on him about like.
No, I'm not shit. I was just saying
what his bag is, cause I mean I can't even hate on him. Bow Wow been getting to the bag even after music.
I'm just saying Bow Wow in the clubs. I mean Bow Wow come down here and buy a club or
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna invest in something that's gonna make him some money. And I'm pretty sure it might be a restaurant or like a club, like a locker room or some shit. You know,
oh yeah,
engine room, whatever they call them, bro. Like these spots, like they doing that.
Yeah, this stuff's so crazy because it's like I know a lot of people in Houston is hustling towards some of these things out here, and it's like y'all about to let a lot of out-of-towners beat y'all to the punch because y'all just not being consistent with y'all with the craft and stuff y'all doing.
You know how like people be like, oh, I gotta move to LA to make it, right?
Yeah, that used to be a thing, but you just don't really hear that no more.
Cause LA niggas are moving here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've met about a good 5-10 artists that I met, not met, but I've seen blow up like on the internet, like Twitter or something. Like their music's getting traction. These niggas live in Houston now. So I'm out here asking them like, yo, why did you move to Houston? Oh well, my city's kind of small. You know what I'm saying? People fuck with my music out there, but it's not like Houston where I can go get a show every weekend. I'm just like, damn. But my not homies, but I got people that tell me like, damn, I can't get a show. Da da da. That's because you're not grinding hard enough, or you're not networking. But you got somebody coming from out of town running it up. So the opportunities are here. Just how bad do you want it?
Yeah, that is true for sure. You know what I mean? We moving to a great space.
Yeah, we're definitely in a great space now.
I just want to see some better media opportunities.
Mm-hmm. That's how I feel like we need hubs. That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people that's trying to build these hubs. I just don't know their intention because it's a lot of how you put it. They not really hubs, but they small studio spaces. But we have a lot of them in Houston, and I just want to see I just want to see more innovation with them. Like Sandman Studio, that's pretty cool.
I love that place.
Yeah, that's great. I just want to see more out of that, and I want to see more. It's like it's a joint down the street. I forgot what it's called. They do like podcasts and stuff like that to different events.
You're talking about the media blog?
Yeah.
Yep. That's cute guy in them.
And yeah, I just want to see more out of them. Like everybody sounds like they got the same blueprint. I want to see something different. I know Sandman stuff is like different. Though. They way different than the rest of them. But
I know they let people do showcases and all kinds of shit in there, but. Like, what's gonna help Houston immediately is we need a few people who are like A&Rs or like label reps, right? And they need to have direct connection with your LA, Chicago, these music cities, right? Where we can funnel artists and we can build a gateway between LA crowds or LA's ecosystem or New York's ecosystem. Once we have basically, we need like if you go to New York right now, you can walk on the street and you can type in Capitol Records or whatever, or LA. You can type in Capitol Records, Interscope, Atlantic,
and see it.
You can see it. You can go to their office. You can go drop a demo, or you can go talk to some. You can go literally talk to people who are into the music industry.
I'm not, trust me. I know. I try to go to Complex. I was on a military mission.
Right. So you get, bro. Like in Houston,
so
we got Rap a Lot and 1501, and they're not really. They're more like they've already got their artists. They're not. They look for new people, but they do their own thing. They're not industry traditional. And those two labels. LA has thousands of labels, bro. So it's like, or I won't say thousands, but hundreds. You know what I'm saying? Of different people that can help you with that direction, where they got a direct line to like another state or another ecosystem. Yeah, that's what Houston's missing.
And that just don't make sense how we like that.
Yeah,
because like even with the screwed up era, they still got even some of them old record labels, they got buildings like down down the street and stuff like that. And it's like it don't make sense to me like what they doing.
Because we never really. I don't want to say we never really, but I don't think the people who are over these things never invested in like that A&R sense or that hub sense, because all this it just needs to be done, and it's trial and error, bro. Like not every artist is gonna blow up, but we gotta do our due diligence of like finding like Don Toliver, bro. Like that's Travis pickup, you know what I'm saying? But like Don didn't blow up in his own damn city when he was promoting his music.
I mean, he got led though, cause who picked him up? What's his name?
Travis.
Nah,
Travis. Cheddar the Connect.
Yeah, Cheddar the Connect picked him up.
But see, Cheddar. Shout out to Cheddar. He has a great business model. He knew that. He knew like, all right, bet. I just need to put a bag behind this man. He'll be all right.
Indeed.
If he has to go to the club and pay a DJ $150, $100 to play the record, so be it. That's part of his budget, and he's doing that. But he's doing that while also. Cheddar's not always in Houston. Him and T Wayne, they was always traveling to Florida, different cities, right?
Right.
They're gonna work that record in other cities. They're gonna work their music in other cities. Like they're building a network. Houston don't do that on a mass magnitude. But Cheddar been on that because Flick of the Wrist was like one of his biggest records, right?
Yeah, that must have with the Complex and everything.
He learned how to do press runs. He learned all that shit. He's like, oh, I can't just be in Houston. Like that's just one area. I gotta take this shit everywhere and maximize it. And
it was weird though with Cheddar the Connect, like he was already like he was an older cat anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was way older.
Yeah, so I was like, it was kind of weird because like he had a super hit and then like I ain't say he just disappeared, but it's just like you ain't hearing from him no more. Then he came back with downtown, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Because he understood, man. Because he was still helping T Wayne too.
Oh yeah,
so,
T Wayne had a good little run too.
But T Wayne's still around. Like those dudes have that. The remix, I forgot what song T Wayne's, but same placements. That shit was on commercials and shit. Like he built a studio. That's what I'm saying. Like these niggas got money. They understood, but they learned that Houston, just depending on Houston alone, ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to be a Houston artist and do that, you need to be okay with building at your pace, but you need to be creative, like Toby Ingway or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, see,
Toby got them crazy ass videos.
Yeah, Toby different.
He got a brand. That's his brand.
Yeah, because I remember when I first started watching Toby, it was cool to me because it's like a dude, like just not knowing his background. It was like just seeing a dude with like goals in his mouth, getting his hair done by his girl, wife, and he just spitting these lyrics, and it's like, okay, and you just kept seeing that on like social media after a while, then like even just like not knowing what's going on, just his production just shot up, and it's like, oh shit, he dancing and shit now. It's like, oh
yeah, bro, because like he was around people that told him like this is a brand now, and he's already had the mindset of making the music with intent. You know what I'm saying? Like Try Jesus, that shit went up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fire, that shit went up. Like he's always made music with that intent, but that visual aspect is what's keeping people like, yo, this nigga's different. This nigga don't just drop a music video. Like when they make those videos, bro, it's cinematic. It damn near got like it remind me of like some old Bruce Lee movie when I see it, like the texture of it. Like it's old schoolish texture, it's got that vintage feel, but cameras ain't. it ain't like the normal nigga just rapping in front of the video. Like shit's going on around him, shit's moving.
Yeah, I always thought his stuff like more like plays.
It's plays.
Like,
Thank you.
It's like I mean like plays, musicals. Like,
musicals, yeah. I know what you're saying.
But they've done so well in video format where like it looks like Thriller, but you know it's like you know what you're
it's cinematic, bro.
Yeah,
it's
cinematic.
It's like I always tell people too. I can't jam Toby in my car just like not all his songs. I can't just jam him just like riding in my whip. But I will watch a fucking video on the big screen on my phone because that shit just is part of the brand. It helps him, but like his fan base, like they don't all think like me. Some of them love his music and can ride around to that shit. And being that it's clean, kids are jamming it. It's sync place. It's all over the place, bro.
Yeah, I think he's real thought about what he was doing because like his music's like family oriented in a sense. It's like you could sit down with the family and all watch it and just get into it. I want to dance, whatever. Just be involved.
He's Nigerian, bro. So it's black centric, bro. Like he's giving off like the mint green is intentional. You know what I'm saying?
Ever the flag and everything, right?
Yeah,
like,
green and white.
Yeah.
So in my head, when I think of green and white like that, what Toby's doing, it's like maybe he understood like he's Nigerian, he knows that, but just blending it to make that mint color is like to me it's like yo, this nigga just putting on for Nigeria every time, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
got
saying?
to.
So like, and then even my cousins that like are in Canada and now out here.
Got cousins in Canada?
Yeah, I got cousins everywhere, bro.
That's crazy.
But yeah, my cousins like they fuck with that shit. They're just like yeah, like. He's putting on for Nigeria, like not just Houston, basically. It's intentional, bro. He knows what he's doing. So it's pretty dope to see. It gives me motivation to always like. That's why I haven't dropped new music yet. Is because I'm sitting on so much music, but it's like that shit don't matter if it ain't no intent. So I'm just gonna stick to engineering until I got songs that I feel like I can drop with visuals, the intentional.
You want to drop meaningful music?
Yeah, I want to drop meaningful music now, bro. Like honestly, because that's the shit that's your brand. That's the shit that's gonna resonate with people, and that's gonna be like that represents you. So I can't go make no songs about shoot 'em up shit. I own a gun, but I don't shoot niggas like that. I don't rob niggas. I don't do none of that shit. So it don't resonate.
No, for sure. I feel like if you're not living that lifestyle and you do want to like make the type of music, it gotta be sync plays. It's like it better be the Terminator coming out.
Yeah, bro.
Like I ain't gonna make this shit.
You damn near gotta make that song.
Or like an anime, cause like I haven't heard of people doing that, but I think that'd be a good like aspect if you could do it. I know it's like translation type stuff. Like for anime, cause you know anime always do like two versions.
Yeah, the dubs.
I think it'd be cool if like people can get in on dubs and just remix the music.
Oh yeah,
because they already remixed the shows somewhat because for some reason America got like standards for certain shit. So
they kind of redo some of the animation, some of the audio.
Yeah, because I didn't know Yu-Gi-Oh was about murder until like recently. I was like, what?
Yu-Gi-Oh's a interesting anime.
He's very violent.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, okay.
It's more violent than we thought. That we know from.
It wasn't by cards at first. It was a variety.
Yeah, it was a bunch of shit, but yeah.
Crazy, but it's like that's just blew my mind. Matter of fact, quickly, anime. What you got for me?
Animes I watch?
Like what you watch, what you into, what you like?
My favorite anime of all time is Yu Yu Hakusho. First of all.
Oh, okay.
That's just one of the greatest animes ever made. Right now, currently, I'm getting into Demon Slayer.
You don't love Demon Slayer? It's cool.
Yeah, I'm starting to like it. I'm taking my time. I started One Piece over.
Bruh.
I know the journey.
I got a love-hate relationship with One Piece.
It's long as fuck.
Bruh, I'm still stuck in the first 3 seasons. I keep restarting because I'm like, it's so goddamn much.
It's so long.
My brain can't handle it.
You gotta watch that shit like
consistently.
A few episodes every day here and there, but I watch like 2 episodes a day and I just watch something else. But like that Demon Slayer, I got a tattoo on my leg because of 7 Deadly Sins.
My brother loves that joint. I got into I stopped before the movie.
Before the movie,
yeah. Before the movie
I haven't watched the movie yet, but I watched I'm updated on all the seasons. Hunter x Hunter.
I haven't got into that one.
Amazing.
Is that good?
Very good.
Okay.
I slept on it, and I need to slap myself for that because that's really good anime.
Hey, I need to get on it too. This is something about that.
My Hero Academia.
Oh yeah, everybody on that. That's crazy.
Bro, I watch Baki. I watch everything, bro.
Oh, you watch Baki?
Yeah.
You watched the original Baki?
Yeah, I watched the original.
Okay, I haven't finished the original Baki yet. I watched all the Netflix.
Netflix, yeah. No, I watched the original. I
just don't like how they did Mike Tyson's son. I'm gonna say this right now. I feel like there's a little bit of racism.
It probably was. You know,
the hip and the nuts and everything, bro.
You know,
Mike.
I'm not gonna say Japanese folks hate black people, but they do have.
I mean, Muhammad Ali. I said Mike Tyson. Muhammad Ali.
They do take jabs at African Americans.
Yeah. I heard that with the Dragon Ball Z stuff.
Yeah. So Mr. Popo, bro.
Yeah.
I watch everything.
Mr. Popo's not dead, right?
Nah, Mr. Popo.
Because I haven't seen him in Super. Is he there?
Nah, but he's with Kami, right? He's still on Kami's lookout.
Ain't Kami dead? Ain't he inside Piccolo body?
But no, he's still Dende's on the lookout now.
Oh, they brought Dende back.
Mm-hmm. He's on the lookout.
Okay.
So, Mr. Popo's with Dende the whole time.
Okay.
He just probably don't get screen time like that, but he's not dead for sure.
Okay, for sure. Because that whole Super stuff right now, I kind of like.
I haven't even caught up on Super.
You gotta catch up. You know the movie about to come out. On about to get a movie.
Have they started the new season after the Universal tournament and all that shit? They start the new season?
I think so. I think it's some like very episodes, like some stuff.
Episodes. Okay.
Yeah, some stuff out. Cause I know the movie about to come out and they finally gonna do Piccolo some justice and he about to get like a new form. So
that's cool. He need that.
I can't wait for that. Yeah, cause he was the only black man on the show.
Yeah, for sure. He is.
They were doing it wrong.
They made him green.
Yeah, I mean it made sense. I mean, I guess, but like the other black guy we got is just I don't think he black. I think he Arabic, but the one they killed him. They killed Majin Buu and brought him back, and he became that little boy. Oop, yeah. I don't know. They made Oop that shade, so I don't know.
Well, that's like Middle Eastern, but
yeah,
black brothers too.
Yeah.
The only other anime I really like that set a pause right now. Well, I love all animes. I just know it's just like TV shows.
But it's different categories and stuff.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
But it's only more into the action packed joints.
I mean, I like, bro. I watch them all, bro. Like, nigga look at me and be like, bro, you ever watch Sailor Moon? That's like,
oh yeah, that's the most.
That's like top 10 for me, bro. So I'm just like, yo, I had to rewatch that when I'm older to get it. Now, like, oh, this shit is funny. And then I watched the Japanese version. Toonami kind of watered it down.
Yeah, but you know, Toonami was like the middleman.
Middleman, yeah. But what's that? The damn with the Giants. God damn.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titans.
Oh,
bro. God damn that show, bro.
I can't. That show.
That show is a lot.
Bro, them first.
That show's a fucking lot, but it's great.
They capture emotion in that show so well. It's like crazy. And like, have you watched the new seasons?
No, I haven't watched I haven't watched the latest season, and I haven't watched the last 2 episodes before that.
Okay, I mean,
so I had to catch up. But
yeah, I would spoil it for you. Never mind.
I just want to watch it because I've already read the manga. So
you read the manga? So you already know.
I already know what's gonna happen, but I want to see if they're gonna change anything. They always do that in animes. They always like add a little difference or a little. I just want to see, but I know what happens. I know how Eren goes out.
Yeah, I don't know why they did Eren like that. Eren retarded, but
yeah,
I knew he was retarded since season 1. I was like, yeah, he was retarded.
Man, he saw his mom's get ate, bro. So
yeah, but like he tried to get his friends to commit suicide plenty of times.
Yeah. But
come on, we can do it.
It's a very interesting anime, but yeah, bro. I watch everything. Naruto, I watch all that shit.
Oh yeah, I finished Naruto. That Boruto right now is like on a pause.
Yeah. I'm not even watching that, bro. I'm done.
Like
Naruto is enough. So
yeah, but it's like it gets drastic in Boruto.
Yeah,
I've heard. I gotta get to it, but I'm gonna pause it right now. My favorite Gundam. I like Gundam.
Oh my god, I was gonna mention Gundam, but I didn't know how many people watch that. But Mobile Suit Gundam, Gundam Wing, Gundam X, Gundam.
I think it's hard to keep up with because
so many of them.
I know we a little different in age, but I'm like 29. So I grew up on like Gundam Wing and like Gundam Zero, like the first one, like kind of in between. Cause Toonami was like doing weird stuff. Cause like Gundam Wing came out. Gundam Wing came out. Then we watched G Gundam. And G Gundam like tournament shit. Then we watched because like he was like in prison he was on probation type shit, but had to go through a whole tournament.
You remember Mobile Suit Gundam? This is the first one with the first.
Yeah, that's Gundam Zero. I mean, that's
Okay.
Mobile Suit, because like Mobile Suit Gundam was like they went to war,
Right?
and old boy ran into like the robot and shit, and then that's when it went down. But I ain't never knew like Gundam was like the reason why it was called Gundam, because the metal the robots was made out of was like Gundanium.
Gundanium, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't regular metal and shit.
That shit's. There's so many of those, man. The last Gundam series I actually remember watching that I never finished was Gundam Seed. And
Oh yeah, that was like that. It was cool,
It was cool, yeah.
but it stayed on the lines of like the intergalactic war shit. Because I know the one everybody loves right now is Blood Orphan, and before Blood Orphan was they did another version of like Gundam Wing / the Meisters, but they did some weird shit because like they did the Meister thing and all came together and became a group, and then one of them became like a alien / human type person.
see, they're doing too much.
Yeah, but you know how it is. When you got like a long series like that, everything different. Even Dragon Ball, I feel like doing way too much.
Yeah.
But they could explore that. They could explore this because in Super they introduced that they had good Super Saiyans. Not good Super Saiyans, but they had Saiyans that never got taken over and never became Super Saiyans. And Vegeta had to go like not train, but he showed the Prince of Saiyans how to become a Super Saiyan. That was like
I like what they did with Dragon Ball Super though. Like nothing in GT ever happened.
Yeah, I remember that. They said that was like a dream.
That was like a alternate universe of everything that's happening and shit, right?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's crazy. They introduced some new forms in GT, right?
So like in Super, Super Saiyan 4 doesn't exist, or hasn't been done yet. They're doing the other thing. They're doing Ultra Instinct and shit, right?
What?
Super Saiyan 4 was in GT with the monkey. He had the tail. Would grow.
That was 4?
That was 4.
Okay, I thought the monkey shit was like I didn't know it was like 4. I thought it was like a hybrid shit or something.
Nah, Super Saiyan 4.
Cause like
the only 2 people that went Super Saiyan 4 was Vegeta and Goku. Goku's the only one that went natural from looking at the ball because he had his tail. Remember, he was a smaller version.
So 4 is supposed to be the big monkey thing?
No.
No, that's 2. That's just the.
That's
I'm
just
confused.
I'm about to show you. Super Saiyan 4.
Because there's a 5, right?
No, it's a 4. In reality, people say 5, but it's not a real thing. Super Saiyan 4 is this. Super Saiyan 4 was that off of GT.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
That's in Super. This never existed. This is not a real form in Super. It never happened.
Oh, because he can't keep the tail and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So in Super Saiyan, in Dragon Ball Super, they rewrote everything that happened after the Buu series. So in reality, GT never happened. You get what I'm
it's
saying?
not canon no more. That's weak.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it makes sense because they was like, it wasn't even really about Goku. It was like,
It was more like.
cause yeah, Goku like die and Dragon Ball went to his body.
He infused himself with the Dragon Ball, so they say he didn't really die. When I read it,
Yeah, he didn't die, but the Dragon Ball went to his body and stuff. And he went to like.
He basically became the new Shinron / quote unquote like God, whatever.
Okay. But I now understand why they had to do that then.
Yeah, they rewrote that shit because they were like, no, that was just basically it was like that was the writer basically said that was the worst thing they ever did. So when they made Dragon Ball Super, they were like rewriting that shit because people wanted more Dragon Ball series.
Yeah, because now that's what they're saying that's supposed to happen. It's a speculation, but that's supposed to happen in Super. Now
Am I supposed to go Super Saiyan 4 or something?
No, not 4, but he's supposed to become like a god of destruction or okay, either Vegeta gonna come to God of Destruction and Goku gonna be an angel, or Vegeta gonna be an angel and Goku gonna be the God of Destruction. Yeah. That's like speculation right now. So
I mean, something has to happen in that big climax right there, but yeah, they rewrote that shit. None of that shit happened in GT.
That's crazy.
Vegeta went Super Saiyan 4 because of Bulma shooting him with that ray, and that's the only way he went Super Saiyan 4. That's never happened in Super. So it's like the coolest shit, but it's also like a waste of fucking time because. Like, GT never exists, so why even put that shit on Hulu? Alternate universe.
I mean, they got it on Hulu just for like the clicks.
Yeah. But it's an alternate universe. It's not part of the Dragon Ball series. It is, but it's alternate. So it's funny how they do that in anime. So, but I watch everything, bro.
I'm not for sure because I'm right now. I guess maybe because I'm getting older and I don't watch sports. I'm into the sports anime. It could be like lame as hell, but like I don't watch sports.
What's a good sports anime?
Excuse my language, but I'm not excusing my language. I'm not cursing nothing, but Kuroko, bro. Basketball.
The basketball. Okay, cool.
That one's good. It's like two different basketball ones though. It's Kuroko basketball, and then if you wanna go like old school, they got Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk is like the one they got the Jordans and Nike stuff.
Okay.
And then after Slam Dunk, I mean it's Slam Dunk, Kuroko basketball. Them two good basketball ones. And then besides that, they got a volleyball one that's pretty good. I can't say the name, starts with H.
Okay.
But that's really good. And it's another one I just got into. It's about soccer. They pretty good too. I forgot the name of that one. It's a new one too. It's real new.
That's like. See, you used to ask me, am I only into the action one? But that's like High Score Girl on Netflix.
Oh, I was about to watch
video games and shit.
Yeah,
that shit's hard. Like nostalgic video games, the way they shot that shit, the way it's the storylines, like that shit is hard. I watch that shit all the time. But yeah, it's all over the place, bro. I gotta check out those sports ones. It's just a lot.
The last podcast I had on here, Russ Reinhardt, he recommended it's a football one. I forgot the name. It's like ISO21. I seen it on Crunchyroll. I got Crunchyroll, so watch it there. How you watch your anime, by the way?
Illegally, and I don't give a fuck.
Oh no, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I was gonna say I don't give a fuck what the government say.
Yeah, my cousin do that.
But I watch. I mean, I got access to a Crunchyroll account, but I'm just not. I just watch that shit on video links. I got access to a bunch of different video links.
Oh, so you watch Shaman King?
Shaman King?
Yeah,
it's one of my favorites.
Oh, they redid it on Netflix.
Boy,
did you watch it?
Out of here. Are you serious?
Oh, you didn't watch it?
I watched Shaman King on Fox, bro.
Oh, they redid it on Netflix. So since you like to see different stuff, they did. It's different variation from Fox and
Are you serious?
Fox and Netflix. Yeah, look at it.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it right now, bro.
And it's a little more detailed.
That's awesome. I'm watching that shit.
Yeah, but the ending might piss you off.
It's different? Not different, but you just said it's sexual, but...
The ending might be different, because I haven't finished the Fox one.
Okay, cool, yeah.
I haven't finished the Fox, but I finished the Netflix one. You know what I'm saying?
He said it might piss me off.
It might piss you off, because like, the ending was kind of like... retarded. I was like, we made it all the way to this just to be like, what?
Yeah, I gotta watch this.
Yeah, I was surprised you ain't seen that. They like promoted that shit.
Nah, cause I mean, bro, sometimes being in the bro, I catch up on shit like too. So
yeah.
I know sometimes like animes don't be promoted like that unless you like on them sources where you're getting your anime drop news and shit. Like I need to catch up on Bleach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I ain't gonna lie, I'm behind on Bleach. By the time I catch up on it, it's gonna be. I didn't watch the movie when Netflix dropped it. I was like, bro, stop it.
I'm at a good spot in Bleach, but I'm at that point when I don't watch an anime for a minute. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch from the beginning or from a good spot I remember to catch up mentally. But the one reason I watch animes, I blame my older brother, is because of the music. That's number one thing to sample is anime music.
Bruh, I forgot Can-Man got an anime sample. It's from My Hero Academy. Yeah, I had caught that shit.
Like, bro, like I sample video games and anime most of the time. They just get it.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. Like, hey, it's a different feel, different vibe.
Yeah. Better musicality to the songs and to the samples and shit.
I know, for sure. Man, you workout life, man. Like you said, you've been working out lately and stuff, getting in shape and stuff.
Yes, sir.
How that journey going?
I dropped, like, I'm about to be down 30 pounds since last year.
Oh man, congratulations.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. I'm about to be down 30 pounds. My birthday's August 16th, and I probably was at my worst ever just because of just life and just working and grinding and shit, not taking care of my body, and I was like, nah, fuck that, I need to get back in the gym. So, yeah, I went from pretty much from 265 this morning. I checked, I'm at 239, so I'm about to be down 30. And I'm on a good track because pretty much clean up my diet and I work out 5 days a week, so it's just a matter of time just before it hits.
Okay, that's good, that's good. Any body goals you trying to get? I know you said a couple of them goals, like it's like, I mean, body shape, I guess, type goals.
Nah,
you trying to be like super buff, super ripped?
No, I just want to be like toned out, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to get like, fellas, we not all gonna have six packs no more, bro. That shit just done. Like, metabolism just ain't there no more. Bro. But you can get it, but you're gonna have to do some work. So like me, I detoxed a little bit, and I lost some interest from my stomach and whatnot. But I'm gonna do it again. But I'm not going for no. I'm not trying to be fucking action figure cut. I just need to be, in shape.
Yeah, I just need to be healthy.
Nigga need to be just able to get up, stretch his limbs, run. I mean, I can run 3 miles now.
Are you run 3 miles? Okay.
I run 3 miles every day.
Oh, okay. What you do? Was the park or something?
Nah, hell no, bro. I ain't trying to die here. I use the elliptical or, something that I can just stand on just so I don't.
Like the treadmill?
Treadmill and stuff like that. Just don't fuck up the heel and your feet. But yeah, 3 miles a day, bro.
I'm for something. You gonna make me boost it up. Like I run a mile on speed though.
Yeah, see, but you're doing I'll probably put it on like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
okay, because I'm running the mile like on 8.5.
8.5, yeah, so you're doing more like sprinting and shit. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But me, in high school, I used to run track, but I used to do like CrossFit, like cross country.
Oh, okay, you ran CrossFit too?
Yeah, that's all long running and shit. And and when I did track, I used to run long shit, like 400 meters or 800
No, same here.
meters.
I did the 400, 800, 16, 32.
Mm-hmm. So like, I like longer races. Sprinting and shit, I got long legs, so sprinting is like cool for niggas who got quick burst and they go full hard and they get tired. But me, I can probably outrun a nigga who was super fast, but I can run longer at a more.
Yeah, you got more endurance.
They got more endurance. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to love them races because like everybody talks smack because 100, 200.
Mm-hmm.
Even a 400 is like you could kind of say it's a sprint, but cause that's ain't but one lap.
One lap. But even so, like
I'm eating them.
You can't go full on a 400. You couldn't go full speed out the gates.
Yeah, not out the gate.
Unless you had really, really good endurance. But like when I used to do that shit, maybe the first 200 I was at a steady pace. Then that last 200, I'm finding every bit of energy in me to just dog, like run as hard as you can.
Yeah, that's how I teach you.
Close my mouth, breathe through my nose. I'm just running at that point.
Yeah, that's how I teach you. You gotta conserve energy, and then at the end, especially when you do like the 4 laps. You like the first 2, nobody running hard.
No,
like, you really at a relaxed speed.
Bro.
And then like the last 2, really that last one, it's like you out. Like
you say you ran the 16, right?
Yeah, I ran the 16 and the 32, the 8.
So you knew, right? The first 2, whoever had the best pace was, it was cool. But that third one would set up how you was gonna run out that last 400, bro, because you gotta pace yourself. And I ain't gonna lie, I used to get dusted by some like, Middle Eastern cats that probably would run all the time, but that last 400, I'm, a couple yards away from them. But last 400, they just catch up. I just see them breathing a little harder, but they close their mouth, breathe through their nose, they're just out there. I'm just like, damn, I'm tired.
Yeah, different. Yeah, I used to have like a routine. So like, my routine was like, when we shot out, everybody in the group, like usually, right? And like, either I try to get to the front or stay in the back. But the thing about it, if you get to the front, depending on how the pace going, it could kind of fuck you up. But you gotta adapt. Because the thing about it with when the endurance, once you get your body to adapt like the first 2, and you can just keep up, then you just you in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you get to the 3rd and 4th, that's when like everybody, like the crowd and the coaches are like, hey, it's time to heat it up. You gotta get around.
I used to always hear one of these coaches be like, I used to put a mouthpiece in.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, bite that mouthpiece. Breathe through your nose. All right, 400. Let's go. Bite that mouthpiece. I need to see you running. And I'd be like, damn, like that's normal because it's all pacing. So I miss those days though.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Like I miss those days. I went to state one time.
Yeah, I never got to do all that.
Yeah. Trust me.
I stopped tracking. Well into senior year and all that.
Oh man, for real? You got till senior year stop?
Yeah, because like my mom just stopped signing. She stopped signing off on what's them called?
What,
physicals and shit.
Oh yeah.
I thought I had tore my ACL, and my mom was like, nope, that's it.
Yeah.
She thought I fucked my shit up, but I didn't. I just had a really bad, like I guess, bone touched each other and shit, ligaments touched or whatnot. I don't know what it was, but basically my mom was like, nah, you're not doing it no more. I ain't want my brother to sign off on that forging.
Yeah, it's all good though. Yeah, we got shit. This is a great pod, man.
Yeah,
great pod.
Sure,
I think we got a lot into your life and got to know who you are, Kang.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I mean? I'm glad you showed up, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. I really enjoyed it. Had a great talk.
Nah, for real. Hey, man, shit, man, shout out your people, man. You Grammy nominated, man. Come on,
man.
give everybody some love.
Shit, shout out Baron Studios. A lot of that work ethic was learned there. Shout out Stopwood. Shout out my homeboy DJ Yobi. Shout out Freddie ING. Yeah, man. Shout out just anybody, all my clients, anybody who works for me. Shout out just everybody who's helped along the way. I don't want to forget nobody, but like I said, bro, it's just a lot of people just like influencing life. So people will know. Shout out to all the engineers and producers I've basically linked up with the past 10 years, and shit, let's just keep running it up, man. Like it's a marathon, not a race. So keep that in mind always.
I'm out for sure, man. Hey, man, we gotta have you back, man. I'm probably gonna have some different stuff, for you, some little games or something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A different style, So I got some stuff coming up in the works. So yeah, gotta most definitely get you back on.
For sure.
And you gave a lot of people a lot of free games, so I'm pretty sure people gonna be in here just researching right now. You might get some DMs and stuff from a couple of artists and stuff like that.
Shit. When I start my podcast.
Oh yeah, shout that out too, man.
I'm starting a podcast called the No One Cares Yet podcast. That's No One Cares Yet, and the whole gist of it is just as a creator, you may seem like maybe people don't care about your art and shit like that, but no, they do. But you're just so tied to it, you know what I'm saying? So I want to have a space for creators, whether you're an engineer, a fucking painter, whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? Like, creating is all about bringing ideas to life. So it's not just in audio. It could be video, it could be visual, it could be painting, it could be all whatever. I just want to build a space for people to feel a little bit more comfortable talking to another creator who can basically relate to them, and just be a cool space to like find out what are the things you do outside of creating, So be on the lookout for that. That is the No One Cares Yet podcast. You can follow that on the Instagram, the Twitter. No One Cares Yet.
For sure. Any last words, any last thoughts?
Yeah, shout out Rudy for letting me have.
Oh man, appreciate it, man. I'm glad you came.
Yeah,
for
bro.
sure. Cause I'll just be confused about sometimes. Just the world, period. But that's my mind. I'll be just fighting with myself. But,
no, that's cool.
Yeah,
man. We're creators, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out, man, to everybody, man, that helped this show going on, support this show, keep coming up. I mess with it, man. Hey, this is the Braggadocious Podcast, and hey, just y'all holler at me.